By the way, check this out. The Barron Trump time travel books. You guys seen this, right? The Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journeys by Ingersoll Lockwood. So this might not seem something crazy to you at first glance, that this book, right? But this has Barron Trump on it. Don't know. But again, this seems nothing crazy, because this is a book talking about, Barron. That was a prince living in Castle Trump, and he got bored, and he has so much money in there, he got bored, and what he did, he went time traveling. Right? No, he went looking for a time machine in the book, right? That's a story. Barron Trump went looking for a time machine with his dog, with his pet dog, and he was accompanied by a character named the Don. Does that make sense for you guys? This is Barron Trump, a character in this book, went time traveling with his dog, and he was accompanied by a character named the Don. So, okay, somebody wrote this as a joke. No, this book came in the 1800s. This book came out 1800s. This book was out, 120, 30 years before Barron Trump was born. Is that not crazy for you guys? What the fuck? I don't know if I can... Vimanas in the Hindu stuff, Vimanas, the ancient, time travel things. So in the Hindu stories, right, they had these time crafts. We have the UFOs, they had the Vimanas, right, hurling through the sky, all of that stuff. So there was an artist that actually painted those Vimanas with the name Trump on it. I don't see if I can find it. I can't find it, but they actually found, there were old paintings of those Vimanas with the name Trump on it. How much market can you get? This live stream took a different route than I was thinking about doing. Now we get into the deep end, right? Now we forget numerology, astrology. We're talking conspiracy, right? Get the tinfoil hats in. This is Maria Orsic. Do you guys know who Maria Orsic is? Have you heard of them? Put one in the chat if you heard about Maria Orsic. Can you even see my chat? I always gotta double check. Yeah, it's working. It should be working. Guys, do you know who Maria Orsic is? Type 1 in the chat if you know who is Maria Orsic. Her connection to Tesla, her connection to Donald Trump. It's gonna be a good one. I'm tapping you guys in, bro. You came out here, you came to my podcast. I'm not gonna disappoint you guys. I'm gonna give you that sauce. Let's see some comments in a while. Any readings? No any readings. Guys, if you want a reading $8 or above, Gary does it for 98 or above. You get it for 8 here. I'm undercutting him. I'm diluting the waters. I'm getting my piece in here. $8 above, you get the reading. But it's fair, right? If you want a full reading, 1 hour, link in bio, gg33logic.com. That's my website. Anybody gets a reading from GG33Logic, go straight to me. What can we learn? Why is a time travel in GG33 silver? Tell us tab, teach us tab. Looks like Ivanka. No, you have not. Anyone see Maria Orsic? You guys have not seen about it. It's gonna be an interesting. Stay tuned. We're gonna drop it soon. Greeting from Lithuania. What's up, brother? I'm from Estonia. We're almost neighbors. Can you learn why he's a time travel in GG33 silver? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked through the silver class in a long time. I'm not quite sure. I'm in gold, bro. I can't get to silver. The classes are all separated, Bronze, silver, and gold. They all have different forms. That's how you keep people from leaking shit, right? You have gold, silver, and bronze all in the same place. Someone's gonna start talking. You guys don't know? Maria Orsic. All right. This is gonna be a good one. During World War II, behind Hitler was another force. Right, so behind Hitler was the main figure. We was the Tool Society. So again, I hope I can show this in YouTube. Don't block me. I'm just sharing people the knowledge, right? So this is the Tool Society. They were like the hidden occult, powerhouse behind World War II, Germans and the Nazis, right? So they were the ones going to Schwabensland, going to Antarctica, doing all these occult rituals, that the Nazis were doing. Hitler was really into this stuff. Hitler was very much into the occult, very much into different sort of things. He was doing Kundalini even. I think he was doing Kundalini yoga in the mornings. But anyways, the Tool Society took on a person called Maria Orsic. They were part of a group called the Maidens of Vril, right? So what Maria Orsic did was she supposedly... One second. Maria Orsic, how can I find this? Look, who does this look like, right? Does this look like Ivana Trump or Ivanka Trump or what's her name? Trump's woman, right? Does she look like her? It kind of does, doesn't she? It kind of does, right? So again, this will come back to that. So Maria Orsic was the one the Germans had the channeling through, whoever knows where they were channeling from, blueprints, how to build these saucers. So what these were, these were time vehicles, right? These were used to time travel with. They use this to like, again, not gonna get into science too depth in here, but the main point is Maria Orsic was the one they went to get these designs out. So she supposedly channeled and got downloads, and they started building these things. Maria Orsic was in close connection to Nikola Tesla. Maria Orsic and Tesla were buddies. They would meet up, they would, hang around, they knew each other, scientists, they were tapped in, right? So it would make sense, whatever Maria Orsic learned and what she built, she would, share that knowledge with Tesla. Because now, when Nikola Tesla went to America, by the way, Nikola Tesla was a numerologist. Nikola Tesla was a proper numerologist. So Nikola Tesla was such a believer in a 369 code, everything had to be in threes. So when Nikola Tesla was making food, he would not put 4 tomatoes, he would put 3. He would either put 3 tomatoes, 6 tomatoes, or 9 tomatoes in his dish, because everything had to divide by 3, right? The 369 code. He was so into this, he was counting, the chips he ate. So it adds up to 3. You think he's not a numerologist? Nikola Tesla lived in the 33rd floor, room 3327. Why 3327? Because it's divisible by 3. Adds up to 6, right? You can divide it by 3. He was living only in those places, right? He had 2 rooms. The other one was 3328. So 3328. He had 2 rooms, 3328. That's when he studied place. So he lived in 3327, which is a 6 house, right? It adds up to 6. Total 33 plus 27, 42. 6. So that's where he was living, his room. But see, his study room, it was a 28. 3328 adds up to 7. Notice that, right? Was he a numerologist? Do you guys see it now? Do you see what I'm saying? So when Nikola Tesla died, most people don't notice. He was living in the same apartment, right? He was living in a hotel, and when he passed away, it was Donald Trump's uncle that went through all of his work, right? This is Donald Trump's uncle. Very smart man. Way before he like made it in the academic world before Trump family was even big, right? Before Trump family was big, they had money. This guy was already making noise because he was smart, right? And he was working for the FBI. He was doing all sort of shit. So when Nikola Tesla passed away, it was Donald Trump's uncle that went through his work, right? Him and his men went in there, spent 3 days, took some stuff out, and said, no, they didn't find anything. How they do it? Obviously, how they do it, right? They didn't see anything. We didn't find nothing of interest. Everything is good. Everything checks out. Why to spend 3 days in there, right? So now you see the connection. Actually, Nikola Tesla, let's see. Nikola Tesla, in those drawings, they actually found, very, very similar drawings and blueprints as Maria Orsic had. So going back to that, previous connection, Maria Orsic got those blueprints, gave them to Tesla, and makes sense Tesla had parts of that, blueprint now as well. And that was a time travel vehicle, essentially. So when Donald Trump's uncle went through all of Tesla's work, now the Trump family has access to the time travel. I know this might seem crazy to some of you guys, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. If this seems crazy for you, we are just getting started. But think about it. After that, Trump's father suddenly starts making move. After that, Trump's family starts making money. After that, you have now the adventures and travels of Barron Trump. You have books popping in history 130 years before Barron Trump was born about him going on Trump, adventures with a dog. That's Trump, Barron Trump. You see, it's the face. Let's see if I have a comparison. That's literally Barron Trump in there, right there. That's him. And has a dog. And Barron Trump is born 2006. He had a dog. Donald Trump on 1946. He had a dog. Does he get more? What's your thoughts on this, guys? Do you guys make it sense? Am I making sense?